Okay.
If you look at, let's just start out. I'm gonna call out bring the SPY up, just SPY. I've got a number that the SPY opened the week at 590. Draw a line at 590 for where the SPY opened the week. We're up here at 601.
Yeah.
All
Uh-huh.
right, now, what is the high of the day on the SPY?
About 602 and a half.
All right, let's set an alert at 602 and a half because we're definitely in an uptrend. And the question is when does things start setting up for another thrust higher? Okay. That's where we are on this first day after Christmas. Everybody have that number, 602.55. Okay. Let's do the QQQ. It opened the week at 519.
519 is down right around there or so.
And the high of the day.
High of the day, 531 quarter.
All right, set an alert there. These numbers, folks, are setting up the next time you're going to see these markets move higher. They got to go above those numbers because they've got an upside momentum going right now for this week, and and we just waiting for the second leg to start. Okay. And remember, we got 5 days of this to keep up with. Okay. All right. Let's do I did the SPY. Uh, do the E-mini 6001 where we open the week. And we had a high of 6107. I would use that 6107, but you can see the futures are just sitting on the sidelines right now waiting. That's the way I read that. Telling you patience will pay. But the number that tells you get set an alert at 6107, you're gonna start getting action in the SPY. All right. For the NASDAQ, I got 215.66. Notice how much stronger the NASDAQ is. 215.66. It's at 220 right now. So that's 500 points up this week. And the high of the day is what, Jonathan?
High of the day is 22,111.
All right, that'd be the alert that I'd set. Okay. Um, all right, here's a couple stocks. Tesla opened a week at 431. Now it's interesting on Tesla. Last night, I don't know if you saw it trading or not, but Tesla went last night to 474. 474. And then by the time we woke up this morning, it started selling off and it went down to 451, which is well above where we opened the week at. So the number I would look for on Tesla is 465. 465 would tell you, hey, Tesla's back in the game. Everybody have that number on Tesla. All right, that's Tesla, 465. All right, let's do NVIDIA. Open a week at 136. And the high, I think, Jonathan, was what after that today? Got over 140, didn't it?
Today's high 140.84 on
I
RB3.
set an alert there. Okay. Palantir opened the week at 80.65. And where's the high since then? About 83 and a half, 83.80.
83 and a half. Yep. 83 and a half.
That's where I'd set an alert there. DJT opened the week at 34.45. And high is 37.30, something like that.
37.30. Yep.
All right, folks, what I'm doing is waiting to see a break of those highs. When that happens, you got an opportunity to maybe do some vertical put spreads or long calls. And that's what I'm waiting on. And I always tell you patience is gonna pay, but it's interesting how this market has done what it's done, but it's just sitting here right now. But there will be that second move based on the current trend. Any questions about what I just did? You almost need to be in because of the way it does it. And so a good strategies like I did in I guess before the holiday on the QQQ where I bought a outright call, then sold a call against it. And right now in TNT, I'm working in TNT, Jonathan, I'm working a long call in there, right? Okay.
That's right. Yep.
And I will spread it before the close because I'll try again tomorrow because I do think that this thing's going to go higher. And you just got to get that momentum going our way. And that's what I'm waiting on. All right. Any questions about anything I covered right here? I want to get to the slide deck and we'll come back tomorrow and do the same thing. We're staying on top of it and trying to capture. There's going to be a movement, might last for a few hours, but it's going to be a big movement. And that's where a lot of money is going to be made. It's sort of like you got to think of not just today or yesterday or day before. You got to think of this as a group of days together that the odds are stacking towards a push to the upside. Okay. That's what I'm looking for. We'll meet tomorrow. I'll put out some notes like I did today after Genesis tomorrow, and then I'll meet with everybody at 3 to go into Monday. That'd be my plan. Sort of like putting out what happens that first half of the day and then tell you what's setting up, who will be ready to go. But anytime these tickers I gave you hit, I'll be doing something. And so it's a matter of doing it. All right, let's go to the slide presentation. Let me go through this real quick. Risk involved in trading, past performance not indicative of future results. In my opinion, this is a wonderful time to trade, but it takes patience and it takes a plan. My plan, I think, is as good as any out there. I want to be exposed when they're paying, and I want to be watching when they're not. I'd say we're sort of in the watch stage right now. All right. End of year game plan. You got to know about the news upcoming. Here it is. January 2nd is our first day. Jobless claims. I'm seeing a lot of people. You can tell that the market's got low volume right now because it seems like the first hour and the last hour where all the action is right now. Okay. But again, it stacks up pretty fast and we'll be prepared doing what we're doing as we go into the first of the year. Now, let me tell you a story about Tesla. Last night, one of my students called me and said, "Hey, Tom, are you going to trade Tesla tonight?" I said, "Yeah, I'm going to trade Tesla if it goes above 464. Well, it did. Last night, Tesla went above 464, went up to 474 last night on that program that Schwab offers, that pilot program. And I sold off half my position, went to bed, and I woke up this morning and it was down $10 from where I was in. I thought, maybe I should have took it all down, but I thought we're gonna get to 488. By the way, that's my target on Tesla, 488. 488 is my target. But it's very interesting. I'm gonna see tonight, for example, is Asia doing a lot of buying there in that, right after we open tonight? We'll see, like they did last night. But 488 is what I'm looking for. So we'll see if we get there. Okay. Genesis, this is the feature of the year. I got it over here on my screen and it keeps me informed what's moving and what's not. Today, Genesis fired off on QQQ and our Genesis alert today at noon. And I think QQQ is solidly going higher. A little patience here and there, you know what I mean? The seasonality tool, this is for review. You can go there and review it, but what I would look at, next slide, please. I'd look at this average for December and see what the average is and where the stock is relative to the average, okay? And sort of give you an idea for the stocks that we picked out. Apple, and all these stocks are bullish for the month. Apple, Amazon, Tesla. Oh, it's off the charts bullish. In fact, right now, Tesla, I think, is the 8th best ticker of the year, in 8th place right now. Okay. Berkshire's coming back. Berkshire is warming up for a kickoff of the first of the year. It's finally showing some more buying than selling. That's good. That's Berkshire. Palantir, this stock, I tell you folks, it's going to 110. I just got to figure out how to stay with it that long. I'm using options right now. I'm using a combination of selling puts on it, willing to acquire it at lower prices, and buying calls on it to have something if it takes off. That's the way I'm playing it, sort of a combination play there on Palantir. DJT, I thought we had a runner today. Keep your eye on it because this stock starts running, it could go to 45. 45. That'd be a conservative move if it starts moving. That's why I gave you the trigger numbers. Okay. Coinbase has been consolidating after its huge move. I put a note in my Coin Beta account today. I bought a little Bitcoin today with it down so much. So we'll see. But Bitcoin, I'm really obviously very bullish on it. Okay. That's the diamond, that's the Dow. It's been really hurting in the month. And if you look at it, 24, it's actually down, almost 5%, which is sort of it was down 4%, but if it rallies 1% from here, everybody said, look at it go the last few days. But the Dow, very interesting. SPY, I think it's up now. Its average is up, that's for sure. SPY. QQQ, I think this is the best ticker out there to trade on index wise right now. And I got multiple positions on the SPY. I mean QQQ. Now I told you the setup days led to that breakout, and we've already went up, and now we got to see a follow through. Jonathan, where's the QQQ 531? You said it had to get above 531, I think. the turn on the QQQ, the NASDAQ. We're 530.45 right now.
Yeah, the number was 531 quarter.
Yeah, it's coming back in play. Back in play. There's my 5 tickers, and Tesla's starting to get a bid here in the last hour or so. Think it's going to be good. We put out a spread in Moonlight today. Okay. They're offering this again today. Everybody seems to like a deal, so here it is. So I'll go through it real quick for everybody. Using DTI method, nothing else, to figure out where to put money. And that's why we're right more than we're wrong. This Asian market's playing a big part now. I'm trying to figure that out. I noticed Toyota donated $1 million to inaugural funds, so the Japanese are here to play. But Europe's been selling. There might be something going on in Europe where they're really taking an attitude or something. I don't know. But like Tesla got decimated once Europe started trading last night. Now, this is the deal of the day. If you look at the roadmap software, it's pretty wild. All the tools that we use to give us edge, right there inside that roadmap. Right now, I looked across the board, everything is neutral. And so you'd have to take out those highs to throw things into play. Okay? Tom, put your name, or why don't you contact Roe at DTI Trader? He'll help you, okay? You'll do that, won't you, Jonathan? Help old Tom out.
Yep, sure will.
How's that, Tom? That's the nice thing about being live. You can tell me that, and we can jump on it. He put his phone number in there too, John. There you go. Yeah, I do have some thoughts on MSTR. I don't know if you take it good or bad. The stock's down, MSTR's down. My thoughts are he expanded enough shares to control the Bitcoin market. This guy's bullish now, I'll tell you that. You listen to that podcast he did, no doubt about it. His stock is going to be one of those you go, how can I stay in this stock? And the next thing you know, it's going to be doubled or tripled because of Bitcoin, if he's right. That's what a buy signal looks like. Buy failures, you don't see too many of those in this kind of market. You do see the sell failure, but you do see the sell failure. Sell signal. Had a couple sell failures today. If you look at the charts, Tesla was a sell failure. Palantir was a sell failure. E-mini, NASDAQ. You had a lot of sell failures today, which argues we're going higher tomorrow. That's the way that works. All right. That's what I'm talking about. They try to go. Now, T-Buzz talking trade. We got a trade working here in the close there. We're long the QQQ. I guess you call it a probe. I can reach out and touch them boys and girls pretty quick. but we got along that before we started the presentation. Now we'll spread it if it doesn't pay off, but that's the example of the value of T-Buzz Talk and Trade. You can get some inside moves there using that Telegram channel. Couple trade highlights from it. DJT. That's if that comes in play, we'll definitely do that trade inside TNT. Okay. QQQ. I do a lot of QQQs. Way to go. Another QQQ. But don't be too surprised in the last 30 minutes if they don't push this market once it takes out those numbers I gave you. More QQQs. There's Tesla. It made an appearance over there in TNT. Tesla, by the way, is coming up as I'm talking. Okay. If you take all the track record of this year in TNT, put up $1,000 to participate, you returned yourself $11,594 in profit. That's with a lot of risk that was mitigated because of the timing that it happened. This program is just far and above one of my favorites because I can reach out in there and touch you when I see things happen. Really going to be popular in January. Okay. Tuesday Power Plays, new to options. I'd recommend this program. It's got a heck of a track record and teach you more about option trading than anything I've done, in the sense that we go through when to get in, when to get out, how to stay on the sidelines. A lot of things happen on those Tuesday Power Plays. There's Apple. I'm looking for Apple. I'm trying to figure out how to play Apple from a standpoint. I think the stock's going to take out 260, and when it does, head maybe to 264. And I got to figure that one out because I do think that trade will happen before the end of the year on Apple. So I'm watching. I already talked about DJT. Pretty good track record of DJT. Other more QQQ. You can't be around me without trading the QQQ. I love trading that market. You got so many options and flexibility with it. Look at that historical track record in Tuesday Power Plays. Wow. As Ron said, he's new to options, but this is the best way to learn it. Very master option trader today because of it. All right, here's the deals. In case you haven't heard, you can buy the roadmap. What's that? Over 50% off for a year, $497. My T-Buzz Talk and Trade, we got three prices. The standard $200 a month. We do have a 4-month special. I think we only got 4 of those slots remaining. And then, of course, we got the VIP lifetime. And then this is the deal of the day, isn't it? Look, 6 months of power, especially if you're new to options, you'll be on scholarship by a couple power plays there. So any of these are great choices. I like what's going on since I've been talking. We finally got some money flowing in. Tesla's moved up to 455. Yeah, we're cooking with gas now. Okay. Jonathan, answer Don's question on the power plays.
Don says, how are the alerts given in Tuesday Power Plays? We send an email notice and we send a text notice out, and you can go check on. It's quite a big alert. You get on Tuesday, you get 5 different choices. So we just send a notice out, say, hey, we posted the alert, and you go to the website and see all the 5 different choices in full detail. And we give you the choice of buying shares, buying an outright option, or buying an option spread. So A lot of value that Tuesday power play on Tuesday mornings.
Well, Jonathan, it's heating up. I want to watch the last 30 minutes. If you're in TNT, we'll put out the finishing part of that trade in the last 30 minutes. But I gave everybody what I had, the numbers that trigger. So as soon as Jonathan lets me know we got enough time, I'll put some trades out. But right now, my midnight's looking good and my TNT's looking good. So I like it. All right. That's all I got, Jonathan. Thank you. I'll see everybody tomorrow. Look for a noon update followed by the wrap up. There's the end of year deals. Roadmap. That is $1,000 for a roadmap during a normal session. They cut it down to 500 just last week. That's good. Hope everybody gets in there. Thanks, Jonathan.
Thank you.